All to play for over in the East later this afternoon as the Milwaukee Bucks head into Indiana to take on a Pacers team that, took the series advantage over in Milwaukee with a win on the road against the Bucks on Tuesday night. We were actually breaking down that game here on Tuesday on WagerTalk TV. Myself picking Indiana to win that game outright on the money line. Even money, I believe, in that one. And honestly, not a whole lot has put me off backing Indiana once again. And this one returning home for game 3. We mentioned in Tuesday's breakdown that Indiana simply weren't at the races in that first game. They shot under 40% from the floor, just 21.1% from three-point range as well. But, the Pacers certainly corrected that in Tuesday's game 2. Indiana shot almost 56% from the floor in that game, 44.4% from three-point range as well, which was obviously a marked improvement from their effort in game 1. And while I did expect some sort of big regression from Indiana in that second game, given their impressive season-long numbers, I'm not as bullish that Milwaukee can pull off a similar type bounce back, in tonight's game 3. The Bucks' total points have been pretty consistent across both of those opening 2 matchups. Their shooting percentage, has been fairly stable. Their assist tally also. Their three-point shooting percentage actually went up in game 2 and, considerably higher than their season-long numbers at that. So while you could point to some aspects of Milwaukee's game on Tuesday and, highlight what they could potentially work on ahead of game 3, rebound percentage being among them, there's just not enough there for me personally to believe that they can do a whole lot better. In this game, Giannis looks doubtful to return this afternoon once again, at least as of time of recording. And that's another huge blow to Milwaukee ahead of this one as, they look to unseat an Indiana Pacers team that simply know how to get the job done at home this season. 26-15 overall record at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They went 2-0 against Milwaukee during the regular season at home as well, covering both of those games in the process. They've covered 9 of the last 13 playoff games when entering as a -5 or greater favourite. They're 7-1 ATS when coming off 2 or more days of rest, 4-0 ATS in their last 4 at home when hosting a team with a losing overall road record. And that road record in particular for Milwaukee this afternoon is key. The Bucks average 4.1 points per game less in the first half alone away from home this season than they do in Milwaukee. They're allowing 5.6 more points in the paint on the road as well. They're allowing more assists. Their block percentage goes down. Pretty much right across the board, this Milwaukee's team metrics, they diminish pretty considerably when playing away from home. And they're going right into the Lions' den this afternoon. No one even comes within 3 points of Indiana scoring offense at home this season. So, Indiana Pacers are -6 in this one. I already bet this game at -5, but, I'd still play it at the current number. Believe there's still value there. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Don't forget to check out some of the great deals on offer over at WagerTalk. Appreciate it. Until next time, Slana Walya.
Clippers at Dallas, game 3, series tied 1-1. Dallas opens here 3.5, 209.5. Current line shows us Dallas 4.5 and a push towards the total. 213.5. Shop for the best number because we're going to recommend a play on the over here. Let's start with what this series has been so far. And it's mostly been 3-point shooting from an offensive standpoint, 3-point shooting and the free throw line. In game 1, the team that shot best from 3 was the LA Clippers, 18 of 36, 50%. They scored 54 points off of those threes. They went on to score 109. They won the game they covered. Game 2, Dallas comes back. They shoot threes better than the Clippers, 14 of 33, 42.4%. Resulted in 42 points, and the Mavericks go on to win and cover that game. In each of those first 2 games, however, the other side was terrible from 3. In game 1, Dallas only had 10 makes, 30%. In game 2, LA had just 8 makes, 26.7%. The potential is definitely there for both of these teams to shoot well from beyond the arc in this game here tonight. The Clippers were number 4 overall in the league in 3-point percentage, and they were the NBA's best team shooting threes on the road this year, almost 40%, 39.8. As for Dallas, number 14 overall, number 13 at home. Take a look at the free throws here real quick. How about this? 2 games, 99 free throws attempted between these 2 teams, almost 50 a game. Dallas is on the high end of that. They've shot 60. The Clips have shot 39. But when you look at the individual play here, Luka, Kyrie, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi. These are all guys that can get to the free throw line. I think that, 75 points have been scored off a free throw so far in 2 games. I don't see that stopping here. So if we can get some 3-point shooting from both sides, the free throws should remain. We have to believe that Kawhi plays better with a game now under his belt. 7 of 17, as I mentioned, 0 of 5 from 3. Only took 2 free throws. You'd expect him to get to the line more. I'll finish with this. When they played in Dallas here, 2 games this season, those totals went up to 270 and 231. That's where the final scores landed. I think Dallas, one of the highest averaging scoring teams at home, 118.7. LA, one of the best on the road, 116 a game. Believe the number was pushed for the right reason. Have to add in the fact that the adjustment from game 1 total down to the opener of 209 here has attracted money. Going to play this one. Best bet for the show. Clippers and Dallas over 213 and a half.